Listen to me, you are this close. You're doing a lot right, you're working hard, you're putting in effort, yet nothing's changing. There are just a few things cancelling out all of the good that you're doing. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the 7 things you can do to unfuck your life in the next 12 months so you can actually win. The first way to unfuck your life is to fix your sleep schedule. And I know you've heard this before, but you're underestimating how much it controls everything. For a lot of you, the problem isn't motivation, it's that your brain is tired before the day even starts, and you wake up at different times every day. Midnight one night, 3 a.m. the next, 11 a.m. on the weekend, and then you wonder why you feel foggy, why you can't focus, why everything feels harder than it should. Discipline doesn't start with work, it starts with when you wake up. Your body runs on rhythm, and right now, your rhythm is chaos. When you wake up at the same time every day, your energy stabilizes, your hunger stabilizes, your mood stabilizes, your focus stabilizes. Life stops feeling like it's high friction, and you don't necessarily need a perfect morning routine, you just need a predictable morning. So pick a wake time and stick to it, 7 days a week. Yes, even weekends. Every time you break it, you're resetting your progress. Success isn't about having hectic days, it's about having the same day every day. The second way to unfuck your life is to evaluate your environment. And this is uncomfortable because a lot of you don't actually have bad habits, you probably have bad habit friendships. People you only see to drink, people you only talk to gossip to, people you only keep around because they're familiar. Remove the habit and the friendship disappears. That's not a real friendship. That's a shared routine. And every time you try to improve, they pull you back to where you used to be. Not because they hate you, but because your growth reminds them that they're standing still. So you don't need to argue, you don't need to announce it, you don't need to make a dramatic goodbye. Just slowly spend less time with them. And your life changes when your environment changes. And right now, your environment is keeping you where you were before. So if you want a new identity, you need a new default route. The third way to unfuck your life is simple. Get sunlight within the first hour of waking up. And no, your phone screen doesn't count. Your body has a clock right now, and it doesn't know when the day starts. So you feel tired in the morning, awake at night, hungry at random times, and unmotivated for no clear reason. And that's not you being lazy. Your body is just confused. Step outside for 5 to 10 minutes after waking and walk. Stand on a balcony. Just be outside for a moment. Even if it's cloudy or raining, that's better than nothing. The light is still there. This isn't some random advice, by the way, it's proven. Andrew Human talks about it on his podcast, how early daylight sets the brain's rhythm for the entire day. You don't need a full morning routine, you just need some sort of signal that it's morning. And morning light tells your brain, start the day. And because of this, your energy improves, your focus improves, and your sleep will improve. One small habit can fix 3 problems at once. The fourth way to unfuck your life sounds almost too simple. Clean your desk. And I know that sounds stupid, but there's a reason the military make people make their bed. It's not about the bed, it's about getting an easy win first. When I first started trying to get my life together, I was obsessive about this. My desk was always clear. Everything organized, not because it magically changed my life, but because it removed excuses. You sit down to work and there's clutter everywhere. Your brain is going to stay cluttered. Then you check your phone, you move things around, you delay starting, you call it procrastination. It's not even procrastination, you've just created friction. A messy environment gives your brain permission to delay. A clean one tells your brain it's time to act. So after this video, go and clean your desk. Next time you sit down to work, your mind will feel clear. You'll start faster and focusing will feel easier. The fifth way to unfuck your life is to plan tomorrow before you finish today. Average people wake up and then start making decisions. What should I do first? What should I eat? What matters today? And before you've even started working, your brain is already tired because every small decision you make makes you more and more unfocused when it's finally time to do deep work. It means your mind is all over the place. But the top 1% have already planned their day the night before. They removed all the thinking from the process. So when they sit down, they start. Here's what you need to do. Before you end your day today, write your plan for tomorrow. The more details, the better. What's your first task? What's your last task? What are you having for dinner? The more you know now, the less thinking you'll need to do tomorrow. The sixth way to unfuck your life is to audit what you consume. Because most of you don't realize your environment isn't just your room anymore, it's your feed. You wake up and you probably instantly absorb other people's lives, some drama or opinion you actually don't even care about. And before you've started anything, your brain is already overstimulated. You feel distracted, unmotivated. And again, not because your life is necessarily bad, but because you're seeing things that will make you jealous or wish you want someone else's life. So look, here's the rule. If it doesn't teach you, inspire you, or help you build something, unfollow. You know that girl doesn't even like you. Easy way to do this, just press not interested on your feed on anything that doesn't push you closer to your goal. You train the algorithm to know what you want. I promise you, you will become what you repeatedly consume, so fix your mental diet. The next and final way to unfuck your life is to try eat clean 80% of the time. Trust me, I get it. It is hard, right? You walk past your favorite fast food, there's a chocolate bar on your desk, someone orders takeaway, your mum cooks something you don't want to say no to. This isn't about being perfect necessarily. It's about noticing what happens after you eat. You're going to feel slow and foggy, you're going to be tired, and then you blame motivation, but actually it's your brain running on the wrong, because trash food affects both your body and your mind. So here's what I want you to do. Eat clean most of the week. Save the heavy food for maybe one cheat meal on a weekend. Because when you eat badly, you're going to think badly. And I'm not telling you to have a really strict diet, right? Just understand when it's okay and when it's sabotaging your focus.